Hey, good morning. It's Tony talking CarBiz. Hey, today we're going to take a quick overview of this brand new 2020 Toyota Highlander Limited Hybrid. Ruby red flare is the color. Great color on this vehicle, one of my favorites. We're going to dive in. I'll just give you a quick overview, cover some of the features that make the Limited Hybrid the top of the line in the RAV4 edition. Okay, let's quickly up front take a look on the headlight package. These are LED projector headlights, LED driving lights, and then this one has the added LED high performance fog lights, which are an extra charge. The front grille on the Limited is this gunmetal painted gunmetal gray, and then you'll see a variety of sensors throughout the front of the vehicle, including this camera right here, which is your 360 camera. And then of course we have the blue Toyota badging, and you can see that ruby flare has a metallic finish to it. So we've got Safety Sense 2.0, which is going to give you that pedestrian detection, also going to give you the parking assist, dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure detection, road sign detection, ton of technology in the front of this one. Taking a look at our wheel and tire package. So these are a 5-spoke, dare I say, mag wheel. Now there's a term from the 80s and 90s. It's kind of a brushed aluminum look, but it is painted. 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around, anti-lock brake system. These are an 18-inch wheel, and a smoother ride on the Limited than you'd find on, say, the XSE with the suspension and your tire package. Composite protection up over the wheel lip moldings. This has the Blackout badging for the hybrid and the other badges, and then standard factory mud guards with the lower composite protection all the way to the back, with the all-wheel drive badging on the lower part of the rocker panels. There's a nice profile look. Taking a look at our mirror setup, we do have the blinkers built right into the mirrors, collapsible in and out with blind spot monitoring. These mirrors are heated on the outside. And then notice we do have the chrome accent on the door handles, as well as up around the trim on the window, part of the limited edition look and feel. Piano black roof rail system. You can get accessories and attachments in the parts department. And then of course we have the panoramic moonroof, which looks great on this vehicle and really opens it up on the inside. So let's swing around to the back and see what we can find. Okay, here at the back, blacked out Limited and hybrid badging, LED tail lights, a piece of brushed aluminum trim or painted brushed aluminum trim, which works really well with the front grille being painted gunmetal gray. Also down on the lower part of the bumper, a painted lower fascia, dual chrome exhaust tips, but that's not a dual exhaust system. It's one exhaust system with 2 tips coming out of it. And then of course this is the all-wheel drive, so it has the electronic all-wheel drive system for the back, which is your electric motor system. Rear window washer, tinted rear windows, rear window defrost. Here's your third brake light, which is LED, and then your shark fin antenna painted color to match. And then finally the rear spoiler up here, painted to match with the piano black trim coming all the way down to the side. Really nice look on this vehicle. Okay, at the hatch here, you'll notice it does have the hands-free hatch set up, so you just kind of wave your foot under there. See if I can get it right. And then it opens up like so. Now it's part of the technology package. And then before we dive in the back here, I want to show you there's a camera right up here, right there, which is part of your 360 camera package. And then in the tailgate, I'll show you when we come back out, the backup camera. There's a quick look at your cargo area, and the Limited does have the retractable cargo cover, which is standard. And you don't need tools to take it off. You can just pull it out like this. One hand, toss it up in there, good to go. Notice I have 40% of the seat folded down. You can also drop down the other 60%. There's a release handle right there to do that. Over on this side, we've got a power port, cargo light, storage compartment, and then this one has the all-weather floor mat package, which is an add-on. I highly recommend it for sure. And then the Limited does come standard with the JBL audio system, a great sound system. That's a subwoofer there. You got to come in and give it a listen and discover just how good that sound system is. Tailgate push button here. Of course, you can use your remote as well. But as that comes down, I want to point out that camera right there. That's your backup camera and your pedestrian detection, and backup cameras here for parking assist as well. Let's go ahead and dive up front and see what we can find. Okay, up front there is a boatload of features. I'm just going to point out a few of them. Memory driver's seat right here, power windows, auto up and down all the way around, a nice piece of brushed aluminum or painted aluminum trim right there, which matches up to the exterior, but then it also goes all the way across the front of the dash and down to your center console as well. So a nice styling cue, if you will. We do have dual power seats. I'm sorry, single power seat on the driver's side, and then we have the Soft Tech fabric seats. These are heated seats and ventilated seats, and they have a kind of a white contrast stitching in the black. Down on the lower portion of the dashboard, there's a storage compartment right here, just kind of a coin area. A bunch of different switches, high beams, automatic high beams on and off, front window defrost, electronic defrost. There's your 360 camera on and off, heated steering wheel, and your tailgate, as well as a dimmer switch. We do have a tilt steering wheel right here. I'm going to give you a quick look at that panoramic moonroof, which is electronic, and it does have a retractable, a motorized retractable sunshade. Let's jump in and take a look at what we can find. Okay, behind the wheel on the RAV4 Limited, leather wrap steering wheel, all your controls for your sound system right here and your Bluetooth connectivity. Over on this side, cruise control is here now, as opposed to the stock the way it used to be on Toyotas. Most all of them now have it up here. Here's our dynamic cruise control sensitivity settings. Here's our lane departure on-off switches. So a lot of the switches in here are basically on and off switches for different features. Headlight controls are over here, as well as the fog light controls. And then on this side are all your wiper controls, including the rear wiper controls, which are over here for your rear hatch, if you will. Take a quick look at your instrumentation. I'm just going to turn off this light so you can see it. So really interesting gauge setup on the RAV4. These outside needles are mechanical, and then this is actually a computer screen in the center. On the left-hand side gauges how much power you have in your charging system for the hybrid system. Then on the right side we've got the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge. Something interesting about this, number one, there's a boatload of features built into there, so when you stop in we can go through all the different settings that are available for that. But I did want to point out something that's neat. Down here there's switches, so you can go between Eco, Sport, and Normal just by dialing it in. You can see it changes colors. This is green, then your blue is your Normal, and then your red is your Sport. But as you toggle through those settings, notice up here on your instruments, right now this is red here, so I'm in sport mode and it says sport mode right over here. But if I go to Eco, notice it all turns green, and then if I go to Normal, it turns white. So Eco, normal, sport. Really interesting. Outside temperature right there as well. And then the gauges are blue on white on black. So a nice combination. And you do have a clock here. And then there's a second one up here in your center stack. Take a look at the center stack. Now this is the JBL audio system. So it's an 11 speaker sound system. Phenomenal system. Got to give it a listen when you get here. And it has speakers up here in the A pillar, has speakers down in the doors, and some additional speakers in the back seat. So when we get back there, I'll point those out. We do have a touch screen here for your navigation. So I'm right here next to the Odana Hills Golf Course right now. And then of course you can always switch over to your app suite, and there's a variety of functionality there. It does come with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Sirius XM satellite radio. So there's a bunch of free subscriptions. Again, when you stop by, we can talk about all those things. Automatic temperature control for front driver, front passenger. And we do have an eco mode, which essentially what that does, if I go over here and I turn this off, it shuts off the passenger side to save on energy and help the vehicle be more efficient. So if you don't have anybody over there, you don't need to have that on. You can have on just the driver's side. Traction control on and off. Heated and cooled seat controls are right here. And then way down underneath here, let me see if I can shine some light. There we go. Way down underneath here, there's power ports here. And then this is your QI wireless charging for your smartphone. So you can just drop your smartphone down in there. The other thing you might notice is the trim here is kind of a chocolate color. Which is also over here in this package shelf, and then same color over here in this package shelf. So an interesting effect. The dashboard is padded, and it's covered with a soft tech fabric, and it also has the contrast stitching. And then I guess, according to some of the research I did, this dash is all hand sewn at the factory. Of course, they use a sewing machine, but it's all put together by hand. Here's your glove box down here. Nice size glove box. Here's a quick look at your passenger side. We'll finish up on the center console. So automatic transmission is here. We've got our trail mode for our off-road driving, parking hold, and parking assist. EV mode switch. And then dual cup holders right here. And again, a little bit of that chocolate trim around the edge. And here's a quick look at your center armrest. Big enough for 2 arms, especially if they're skinny little ones like mine. And then a storage compartment here with a couple power ports right there for your smartphone, and an odds and ends tray right there. Passenger assist grip up here. Lighted mirrors. Extended visors. We do have the digital outside mirror right here with your garage door opener built right in. There's a place for your sunglasses up here. Overhead lights. These are the switches to control your panoramic moonroof. And then our safety connect switch is right there. So if you have problems out on the road, push that. We'll get you the help you need. It's a great safety feature. So there's a quick look on the driver's compartment. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat, see what we can find. All right, moving into the back seat, just want to point out on the door, power window, but we also have the heated seats in the back. That's part of the package that's on this vehicle. Bottle holders on the doors. There's another one of those speakers for the JBL audio system. Still have that back seat folded down 40% here. Wanted to show you that it's relatively flat and certainly long enough for golf clubs if you want to put some golf clubs in there. If I bring up this seat, what you'll notice is I did not have to take off the headrest in order to fold it down, so that's kind of nice. There's plenty of room in the back. Interesting little feature on the rear seats. Notice right here I've got about 3 to 4 inches, probably 3 inches of space. If I tug up on this handle a little bit, I can actually recline it back. So there's about a 3-inch recliner mechanical, but it is a nice feature for long trips. And you can see the seats are perforated in the back with the contrast stitching. We've got a center armrest with our cup holders right here. And if I bring that up, we actually can seat 3 passengers in the back pretty comfortably, 3 adults. I'm going to jump in and show you some of the features back here. You can see there are some vents back here. There's no controls other than to turn them up and down and turn them on and off. But there's charging ports for your smartphone down there. Pockets on the backs of both seats. And then I'm going to just show you the leg room. So I'm kind of short. I'm 5'7", but this seat is all the way back right now. So you can see I still have plenty of room. No problem for me sitting behind a 6-footer. Here's a quick look at the panoramic moonroof. I've got it shut up or closed right now for the lighting purposes. And there's a quick peek at the dash, driver's compartment from your back seat. Let's swing up front and take a look under the hood. All right, under the hood, the engine is the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine, and then it's connected to electric motors. So you've got electric motors, and that gas make it the hybrid, and that's going to give you 40 miles combined city highway fuel economy, which is pretty good for a vehicle as large as this, an SUV and an all-wheel drive. Probably some of the best fuel economy you'll get out of an SUV all-wheel drive. What's great about this engine, number one, it is connected to an electronic CVT automatic transmission. The engine, all of the powertrain items, the electric motors, the transmission, that's all covered under a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. But then on the hybrid battery, that's just been improved and upgraded to a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty. So great warranty on the hybrid system. And then a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. And of course, all Toyotas come with Toyota Care, which is your basic maintenance is covered for 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first. I'm sorry, 2 years, 25,000 miles. And then of course, none of the warranties, or all of the warranties, have a 0 deductible. So if you need something repaired under warranty, it's not going to cost you a dime. So there's a quick overview on this brand new 2020 Toyota RAV4 limited edition all-wheel drive. List price on this one's a little over $41,000. Color is ruby flare metallic. This is Tony talking CarBiz. I hope you liked my video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. And then if you want more like this, go ahead and subscribe and you'll get notified. Thanks very much for watching.